Very good evening, students. Hope you all are doing great. Welcome to Jatadhara Educational Technology. So today we are going to do in mathematics. All right. So real numbers. Let's quickly move on to the sums. All right. So in real numbers, let's quickly see the introduction part of it. Yeah. So before that, what are rational numbers? So rational numbers are those numbers which can be written in the form of P by Q, which means it should have a numerator and a denominator where both P comma Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0. So what happens if your denominator becomes 0? If your denominator is 0, then we say that it is not valid, isn't it? So that is why we say that Q is not equal to 0. So anything by 0 is infinity. All right. So it is represented by Q. So what is Q? P by Q, comma Q, which is not equal to 0. And P comma Q is an element of Z. And example, we can say 2 by 3, comma minus 1 by 2, comma 3 by minus 5, etc. All right. So every rational number can be expressed either as terminating decimal or as a non-terminating recurring decimal. So what do you mean by terminating decimal? So see here, the examples is given 1.234, 1.546, which means after decimal, either after 2 or 3 points, the decimal gets over, which means it is not an ongoing one, right? So in so many things, you would have seen 100 by 3 becomes 3.33333. So it keeps on repeating. So terminating means it does not get repeated, where even after keeping decimals, it gets ended, right? So 1.546, 1.895, 1.2, 1.34, and so on. All right. So now what are recurring decimals? The one which I told you, 9.22222, right? So 1.5675675. See, you can see here 675 keeps on getting repeated, isn't it? All right. So now we have quickly finished about the rational numbers, terminating decimals, then recurring decimals. All right. Now let's quickly move to the next one. Irrational numbers, right? So irrational numbers which cannot be written in P by Q form, that we can say it is an irrational numbers. All right. So all surds like root 3, comma root 5, comma pi, comma e, the base of natural logarithm. All right. So these things we call it as irrational numbers. All right. Now let us take a test. Type your answers in the chat box. So you can put your answers in the chat box, students. So before we start, let me quickly see how many students are there. Students are responding. Yes. So here I can see Petaya, Ishika, Nikita, Harshita, Vaishnavi, Sri Nitya, Harish. All right. So give your answers. Put your answers in the chat box, students, so that I can check your answers. All right. So very good evening to all of you. Many of you have wished us. Thank you. Right. See the first question. If P is the sum of first 2020 prime numbers, then P is always divisible by dash. So you can take 1 full minute and you can type your answers in the chat box. The time is running. It's almost time. Let's see how many of you have given me the answers. It is none of these because all prime numbers except 2, because 2 is the only even prime number, isn't it? So except 2, all other prime numbers are odd, like 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, and so on. All right. So now let me see how many of you have given me the answers. Yes, Andrew says 4. Yes. Nikita says option. Just type A, B, C, D. Don't give the numbers. All right. Yes. Let's move on to the next question. So when we add two odd numbers, we get an even number. When we add first 2020 prime numbers, result is odd number, which is not divisible by 2. Hence, it is not divisible by 4, 6, and 8. All right. See the next question. Which of the following is a finite set? Which of the following is a finite set? So you have 4 options. Set of factors of 2020, set of multiples of 20, set of integers less than 5, set of rational numbers less than 5. Yes, students, quickly give your answers. I'm looking at your chat box. Let me see how many are giving me the answers. Nikita, Sri, Nitya, Harshita, Vaishnavi, Neeraja. So, which of the following is a finite set? Yes. So, the answer is A. Yes, many of you have given me set of factors of 2020, right? Factors of any number are limited. So, there can be many multiples, many integers less than 5, many rational numbers. So, factors of 2020 are limited. All right, see the next question. Among the following, an irrational number is dash. Among the following, an irrational number is dash. Yes, which is a irrational number. So we just now quickly brushed about the rational and irrational numbers before we begin the session, isn't it? Yes. So quickly you can type. I'm getting the answers from Ravi, Teja, Reddy, Harish. Harish, Rishika, Joshua, Jashu, Srinitya. All right. Let's see whose answer is right. It is none other than number 2, root 19. Because root 19, in root 19, 19 is not a perfect square. But if you take 16, you get it is 14, 4 square. 2 4s are 16. 81 is 9 square, 9 9s are. 144 is 12 square. Isn't it? So, irrational number is root 19. All right, let's move on to the next question. 1 is a or an natural number, but not a real number. Is it option 1 or option 2? It is an integer and also an irrational number. Third one, it is a rational number as well as a real number. Both one, it is a real number but not a whole number. All right. So Neeraja, Harshita, Andrew, Reddy, Srinitya, Jashu, many of you are giving me the answers. But quickly think over the question and then you need to give the answers. One is a or an, natural number but not a real number, integer and also an irrational number, rational number as well as a real number but not a whole number. Yes, let's see. Ravi Teja says option 3. Yes, it is option 3. Correct. Of course, Rishika also says option 3. Rational numbers, one is a rational number as well as a real number. Okay. All right. Good. To those who have given the correct answers, let's move on to the next question. Which of the following is an irrational number? Whichever is not a perfect square. That should be the answer, isn't it? See, root 12 into 3, root 36. Second one, it should be 64. So that is also a square root. All right. So likewise, you find for the third one and the fourth one. For the third one, it is 49. That is also a square number. You can find out the square root. So see the fourth one, 2, 3, 4, 41. So it should be the fourth one, isn't it? Which is not a square number. Let's see the answer. Yes, it is. All right. Good to those who have given the right answers. See the next question. Among the following, neither a prime nor a composite number is dash. I'm sure all of you can give answer to this. You can take half a minute, very quickly give the answer. Let's see how many are giving the correct answers. Among the following, which is neither a prime nor a composite number, is obviously 1. 1 is not a prime number, nor is it a composite number. All right, so many of you ready, Ravi Teja, I have here Harish and Sushila. Many of you have given the answers. All right, students, see the next question. Every integer is a or and dash. Is it a natural number? Is it a whole number? Is it an irrational number? Or is it a real number? All right, so every integer is a natural number or a whole number or a irrational number or a real number. Not more than half a minute should be taken for such questions. See Raviteja, Andrew, Rishika, Harish. Many of you have given option 4. Yes, every integer is a real number. Good. See the next question. The multiplicative inverse of -3 is dashed. All right. So the multiplicative inverse of -3 is dash. Is it 3? Is it -1/3? Is it -3? Or is it 0? Yes, because we students get sometimes confusion between multiplicative inverse and additive inverse. That is the reason such questions are being asked. Your time is actually running. Andrew, Srinitya, Harshita, Nikita, let's see. It is option 2. Okay. So multiplicative means whatever you have, obviously it will be in numerator. So you should put it in the denominator. Just add 1 by. All right. Yes. See the next question. How many prime factors are there in the prime factorization of 240? How many prime factors are there in the prime factorization of 240? So you can take 1 minute, not more than that. All right, let's see the answer. It is 3. So how many prime factors are there in the prime factorization of 240? So when you work it out and see, then we will have 3 going in 240 as 80 times. Again in 2. Right? So you will get the answer as 3 prime factors. All right, see the next question now. For this, how many have given me the answer right? Nikita says 3, Reddy says 3, Rishika says 3, Ravi Teja, Srinitya. Yes, many of you have given me the right answer, students. Good. With this, we are moving on to the next question. Yes. So you can see here 240. You have 2, 3, 5. All right. See the next question. Between any two natural numbers, there exist infinitely many dash. Between any two natural numbers, there exist infinitely many dash. Is it natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, or real numbers? I have a question from Andrew who says, explain me this. All right. Yes, see the board. How many prime factors are there? When you take the prime factorization of 240, right? Like how you find out LCM, isn't it? So when you find out like that, you will find 240. How many factors are there? 240 goes in 2, it goes in 3, then it goes in 5. That is why we say it is 3. Hope Andrew would have understood. See the next question. Between any two natural numbers, there exists infinitely many dash. And it is, there exists infinitely many real numbers. All right. So I'm finding many students have given me option 4, like Neeraja, Nikita, Rishika, Reddy. Good. Those who have given me option 4, it is right. Let's move on to the next question. 5 minus root 3 is dash. It's a rational number. It's a real number. Or it is an irrational number. Or it is both a rational number and irrational number. All right. So is the question clear? 5 minus root 3 is a rational number, a real number, an irrational number, or it is both rational and the real numbers. It is an irrational number. All right. Yes. Raghu has given me the right answers. Ravi Teja, Reddy. Many of you have given me the correct answers. All right, see the next question. The decimal expansion of 0.225 in its rational form is dash. Let me repeat the question. The decimal expansion of 0.225 in its rational form is 225 or 225 by 10 power 4 or 225 by 10 square or 9 by 40. In fact, you can also try 9 by 40. So how much you are getting? It is 9 by 40. It's 9 by 40 will give you 0.225. All right. So let's see how many of you have given me the correct answers. Andrew, Ravi Teja, Neeraja. Yes, it is option 4. Ravi Teja, you're right. It is option 4. 9 by 40 will give me 0.225. Good. All others also have given me the correct answers. Srinitya, Harshita. All right, let's move on to the next question. A rational number. A rational number in the following is dash by e log 2 base e log 2 base 3 or 22 by 7. All right, so what is a rational number? A rational number among the following is pi e log 2 base 3 22 by 7. You can take your time, work it out, and then give me the answer. Ravi Teja has given me the answer. Reddy, Neeraja, Harshita, Rishika. It is option 4. Many of you have given me the answer as option 4, 22 by 7. Perfect. See the next question. Because rational number must be in P by Q form. As simple as that. See the next question. The prime factorization of 144 is dash. The prime factorization of 144. So you can take 1 minute to work it out and then give me the answers. And getting the answers. Still few more seconds left. Right, let us disclose the answer. It is none other than option 4. 2 power 4 into 3 square. Yes, Sushila, Venkat, Neeraja, Harshita, Andrew, Rishika, Venkat. Many of you have given me the answers. And of course, Reddy and Harshita. All right. See the next question. After how many places the decimal expansion of 23 by 125 terminates? So this you have to work it out and then you have to find out. What happens when you divide 23 by 125? Okay, so quickly find out. I'm giving you time. You can take a minute for this. So what you have to do is just to divide 23 by 125. So after how many places the decimal expansion of 23 by 125 terminates? Maximum try avoid using calculators. Let's see the answer. It is 3 because when you divide 23 by 125, we get 0.184. Isn't it? That's why I gave you 1 full minute to calculate. You all would have done it and got the answer. I have Rishika, Neeraja, Sushila. Yes, many of you have given me option 4. Raghuchari, Venkat, Kumari, Nikita, and many more. Good students, see the next question. A rational number between 0 and -1 is dash. A rational number between 0 and -1 is dash. Is it 0.1? Is it minus 1.5? Or is it minus 0.9? Or is it 0.007? Okay, so 0.1 minus 1.5 minus 0.9 or it is 0.007. Let's see the answer. It is minus 0.9. All right? Yes. How many of you have given me the right answer? Sushila, good Sushila. Reddy, Harshita, and Andrew also good. Harshita, Reddy, many of you have given me. It's not possible for me to read all your names. Good, and let's move on to the next question. The additive inverse of minus 32 is dash. So, additive inverse, I can tell you, if it is in minus, you will make it as plus. That's all. Okay. Multiplicative inverse only, if it is in numerator, you will put it 1 by and make it as denominator. Let's see the answer. It is 32. Raghu, Rishika, many of you have given me the right answer, including Andrew. All right, see the next question. Among the following, a correct statement is dash. R is a subset of N is a subset of W. N is a subset of W is a subset of Z. It's a subset of Q. Third, N is a subset of W. Is a subset of Q is a subset of Z. Fourth, R is a subset of Z, is a subset of W, is a subset of N. So in this, you need to find out the correct statement. All right, so R is a subset of N, is a subset of W. N is a subset of W, is a subset of Z, is a subset of Q. N is a subset of W, is a subset of Q, is a subset of Z. R is a subset of Z, is a subset of W, is a subset of N. Let's see the answer. Yes, it is. Shika, Reddy, you all are right. It is option 2. N is a subset of W, is a subset of Z, is a subset of Q. If N is an element of N, then the number 4 power N can end with dash. If N is an element of n, then the number 4 power n can end with dash. It can end with 4, or it can end with 2, or it can end with 6, either 1 or 3. That is either 4 or 6. All right. So if n is an element of n, then the number 4 power n can end with dash. 4, 2, 6, either 1 or 3. Quickly give your answers. Put your answers in the chat box, students. It is either 1 or it is either 3. All right. So many are giving me the right answers. See the next question. Okay. 4 power 1 is 4. 4 square is 16. 4 cube is 64. 4 power 4 is 256. So on. See the next question. Any number in the series 1 by 2, 2 by 3, 3 by 4, 4 by 5, and so on, always lies between dash. I hope you have understood the question. Any number in the series 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 2 by 3, 3 by 4, 4 by 5, and so on, always lies between dash. 0 and 1, 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 3 and 4. So not more than 1 minute should be taken for such questions, students. So quickly give me your answer. Option 1, 0 and 1. Option 2, 1 and 2. Option 3, 2 and 3. Option 4, 3 and 4. Yes, it is option 1, 0 and 1. Yes, here let's see Sushila, Raghu, Reddy, Neeraja. Many of you have given me the answers. All right, good. Let's move on to the next question. The number root 3 plus root 2 is not dash. Whole number, an irrational number, a real number, a terminating decimal. All right, so quickly think and then give me the answers. Give your answers, put in the chat box. Root 3 plus root 2. Since he says it is not, then definitely a terminating decimal. Okay. All right. See the next question. And it can also be a whole number. Yes. See the next question. If n is a natural number, then which of the following expression ends in 0? 3 into 2 to the power n, 9 into 3 to the power n, 5 into 7 to the power n, 2 into 5 to the power n. Put your answers in the chat box. Have Rishika, Raghu, Andrew, Reddy. Many are giving me the answer. Option 4, 2 into 5. 2 the power n. 2 into 5 is 10. Any multiples of 10 must end in 0. All right? Yes. Which of the following is true? N. So here we have 4 options. Okay. So n z is equal to w. N union q dash is q. Then n and q dash is not equal to not equal to a null set, or Q union Q dash is equal to R. Yes, so you have to find out which of the following is true. Four options are given. Let's quickly see the answer, students. Yes, it is option 4, Q union Q dash is equal to R. Alright, so Q union Q dash is equal to R. Rational and irrational numbers put together form a real number. So when we say put together, then definitely you should see for the union, not for intersection. Isn't it? Intersection means something which is common in 1 and 2. But here, when you take union, then it means you should consider everything. All right, see the next question. Two rational numbers between 1 by 2 and 1 by 3 are dash. Option 1, 5 by 12, comma 11 by 24. Option 2, 24 by 11, comma 13 by 24. Option 3, 5 by 12, comma 24 by 11. Option 4, 12 by 5, comma 24 by 13. So quickly work it out and give me the answer, students. So I have the students who are giving me the answers here. I can see Vaishnavi, Nikita, Neeraja, Raghuchari, Sushila, Neeraja, Rishika. All right, see the answer. It is option 1, 5 by 12, comma 11 by 24. All right, see the next question. P comma Q are co-primes, and Q is equal to 2 to the power 2n into 5 to the power m, where m is greater than n, then the decimal expansion of P by Q terminates after how many places? Is it m, n, m minus n, m plus n? Yes. Quickly give me the answer, students. Yes, let's see the answer. It is none other than the first one, m. Right? So, maybe you are giving me the answers. Sushila, Rishika, Reddy, Raghu, Neeraja. Okay, let's see the next question. If you don't know the answer in such cases, we need to take example like 1 by 50 and etc. and then check. The decimal expansion of 9 by 17 is dash. Terminating, non-terminating and non-repeating, non-terminating and repeating, or it is none. So I'm giving you time, quickly work it out and then give me the answer. 1 full minute can be Let's see the answer. It is none other than non-terminating. Because when you divide 9 by 17, okay, so then we get it as non-terminating and repeating. So all fractions are either terminating or repeating. When it is not terminating, then it is repeating. If root AB is an irrational number, then root A plus root B is dash. Such a beautiful question. If root AB is an irrational number, then root A plus root B is dash. Is it a natural number? Is it an irrational number? A rational number, or nothing can be told about this. Take time, quickly think over it and give me the answer, students. Yes, it is an irrational number. A into B plus C is equal to AB plus AC. What property is this? Is it a closure property, commutative property, distributive property, or identity property? Closure property, commutative, distributive, identity. It is obviously distributive. The number of rational numbers exists between any two distinct rational numbers is dash. 0, 1, to infinite. 0, 1, to infinite. And it is an infinite. The highest prime factor of 306 is dash. The highest prime factor of 306 is dash. 3, 11, 11, 13, or 17. 3, 11, 13, or 17, it is 17 because 306 goes in 17. All right, so if you've given me option 4, then your answer is right. Jashu, Raghu, Nikita, Sushila. Many of you have given me the correct answers. Good. See the next question. The prime factorization of 20,677 is dash. 20,677. So only when you work it out, you will be able to get the answer. 23 into 29 into 31. 23 into 29 into 30. 22 into 29 into 31. 23 into 30 into 31. All right. Yes, let's see the answer. It is option 1, 23 into 29 into 31. 20,677 is not divisible by 2. Other options have multiples of 2 as factor. If m and n are co-primes, then HCF of m square and n square is dash. M, n square, m square, 1. It is 1. Correct. Many of you have given me the right answer. Co-primes do not have any common factor except 1. Their squares also will not have any common factor except 1. If x and y are any two relatively prime numbers, then their HCF is dash. If x and y are any two relatively prime numbers, then their highest common factor is dash. X into y, x, y, 1. It is 1. Co-primes and relative prime numbers are same. No common factor. If x and y are any two co-primes, then their LCM is dash. If x and y are any two co-primes, then their LCM is x plus y, x into y, x by y, x minus y. It is x into y. N square minus 1 is divisible by 8 if n is dash. An odd number, an even number, a prime number, or an integer. N square minus 1 is divisible by 8 if n is dash. Odd number, even number, prime number, integer. So it is an odd number. See the next question. The product of two numbers is 30. If their HCF is 5, then what is the LCM? Okay, so why is it 6? 30 divided by 5. Product of numbers is nothing but LCM into HCF. So we know product of numbers is 30. We don't know LCM, but we know HCF as 5. So 30 divided by 5. All right. The LCM of 208 and 209 is dash. The LCM of 208 and 209 is 208 into 209, obviously. Both are different numbers. One is even, the other one is odd. So both will not go in one number. That's why it is 208 into 209. The LCM of the HCF of 1001 and 1002 is dash. 1, 1001, 1002 and none. So HCF is highest common factor and it is 1. Because 1001 and 1002 are co-primes. So HCF is 1. If P1, P2, P3 and so on, Pn are co-primes, then their LCM is dash. Okay. If P1, P2, P3 and so on to Pn are co-primes, then their LCM is 1, 0, P1 into P2 into P3 and so on to Pn, or it is none. It is P1 into P2 into P3 and so on to Pn. See the next question. Yeah, I think with this, it gets over. Thank you very much for joining us. And do not forget to subscribe to our channel, Jatadhara Educational Technology. Meet you soon. Meet you tomorrow with another very interesting topic. Thank you, and do subscribe to us.